What's up FFXIV and Jane gamers, this is Jaden for Team HJ. Welcome to the channel where we cover all Final Fantasy XIV content quick and easy so you can get back to gaming. Alright, let's get at it. This will be a quick guide on Alzadaal's Legacy. In this video, we're going to cover 3 bosses you'll encounter in this dungeon and if necessary, noticeable trash and mechanics. The first boss of this dungeon is going to be Ambujam. Big Wave will cause group-wide damage and infect the party with a bleed debuff, healers be ready. The boss will cast Tentacle Dig, first sticking his tentacles in the water. The tentacles will then travel underwater before re-emerging, forming a huge circular AoE. The party will need to follow the path of the tentacles to identify where they will emerge and stand in the safe zone. Toxic Fountain will spawn multiple circular AoEs 3 times. These circular AoEs will then explode in the order they were summoned. The party will need to stand in the second and third circle that was spawned. Once the previous zones detonate, the party can then reposition to the safe zone. Pay attention to the path of the tentacles and this boss shouldn't pose much of a problem. The second boss of this dungeon is going to be the armored Chariot. The boss will cast articulated bits, summoning Magitech hands in multiple locations of the room and raising 2 reflector shields around himself. The hands will fire a huge purple frontal line AoE. Any beams that come in contact with the boss's shield will then be reflected in a 90-degree angle across the platform. As the fight progresses, more adds will spawn during this attack. Players will need to reposition themselves in an angle to avoid the reflected beams. Keep in mind there will always be a safe space to the left and to the right of the non-shielded sections depending on where the hands are spawned. Diffusion Ray will cause group-wide damage, healers be ready. Graviton Cannon will target all players with a spread out marker and can occur during articulated bits, be sure to spread out. Will Cannon will be a typical tank buster, tanks be aware. Find the safe zones from the blast and this should be an easy one. The final boss of this dungeon will be Capycool. At the start of the encounter, the boss will surround the outer edges of the arena with spikes. Billowing Bolt will cause group-wide damage, healers be ready. The boss will cast Spin Out, jumping to the edge of the arena, pulling the party in and wrapping them in cloth. Spikes will then rise in multiple sections of the arena indicated by the floor patterns. The boss will then cause the party to constantly spin forward with a white hand above their head, indicating their direction. The party will then need to avoid the spikes by maneuvering left or right. The second time the boss casts his attack, he will also blast the arena with a huge frontal line AoE, covering a third of the arena. The boss will repeat this until players stop spinning. Cruel Slice will be a typical tank buster, tanks be aware. The boss will cast Wild Weave, dropping yellow and green curtains in multiple sections of the room. The boss will then tether himself to either a yellow or green curtain, forming a huge point-blank circular AoE under all the curtains of the selected color. Players will need to position themselves to the opposite color, which will be the safe zones. Rotary Gale will target all players with a spread out marker, make sure to spread out. Magnitude Opus will target a random player with a stack up marker, make sure to stack up. Pay attention to the color of the curtains, make sure to avoid the spikes, and the boss should fall over in no time. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the comment section. Alright, now that you know what to do, queue up and go show them why you belong.